Back before Sonic X Shadow Generations came out, I made a video. It was called "The Black Arms Have the Worst Lore in the Sonic Universe," or something like that. I changed the title like 6 times because the video wasn't doing well, but I'll put the title on screen as I talk about it. Basically, in this video, I was complaining about the fact that the Black Arms had really no lore to chew on besides a couple of things that fucking annoyed me because they weren't ever expanded on. Now that we have expansions on the lore, I think that Black Arms actually have pretty good lore now. And now, I know my analysis isn't the greatest analysis of all time. I'm not telling you that I'm literally Jesus over here, but the Black Arms are really cool. Before we get into the video, I have to explain to you something very fucking quickly. Pure Black Arms like Black Doom and hybrid Black Arms like Shadow do not have the exact same abilities. A lot of people out there will be asking the question, hey, can Shadow do these things that Black Doom can? And I actually believe that he can't. Okay, for some reason, he just has no way of doing this. Gerald specifically didn't even know that Black Arms can do half the shit that was in the fucking Shadow the Hedgehog game. And if he did, he would have probably taught Shadow how to do that, or learned or asked Black Doom how to do that to teach Shadow these things. Maybe it's a lack of knowledge, but for right now, we know that Shadow and Black Doom do not have the exact same abilities except for chaos control and the manipulation of their own bodies to become stronger. That's the only things that they have in common. So now that we have that out of the way, we can actually start the video.
Ignorant fools.
Let me break it down for you. Okay, so Black Doom is one of the most powerful characters in the Sonic universe. Black Doom is able to control the Black Arms hive mind, aka every creature that was created on the Black Comet. We are not sure where the Black Comet actually comes from. Is it from a destroyed Black Arms homeworld? Or is it just a random rock Black Doom decided to infest with his Black Arm specimens? We are not sure, and we have no proof of either. But what we do know is that he has the ability to mind control every single creature that has no sentience. And in the case of hybrid Black Arms or other sentient Black Arms, he is able to manipulate the memories and reshape the forms of these creatures in order to either make them bend to his whims or to change their mood in order to make them easier for him to take over and incorporate into the Black Arms hive mind.
Design. You two are linked by blood. As you grow in power, so does he. He will either take control of your mind and make you his ultimate weapon, or take over your body and be reborn in you.
Basically, characters like Shadow the Hedgehog are within the hive mind of the Black Arms, but they can't access it from their own psyche. Basically, what I'm saying here is that Black Doom seeps into in through the Black Arms hive mind, but Shadow can't seep from his own mind into the hive mind itself. Black Doom evolves into Devil Doom, which evolves into Neo Devil Doom. This basically isn't the only thing that makes him like the Saiyans from Dragon Ball. What also makes him like the Saiyans from Dragon Ball is this simple thing right here. If Black Doom has a near-death experience but survives in any way whatsoever, he will become stronger. The difference is that Black Doom gains reality warping strength. I have no idea what this actually entails. He is able to either manipulate the time stream or manipulate reality. And before you say it, yes, he did survive the end of Shadow the Hedgehog by infecting a Black Arms larva, as explained by the coolest guy in the world, Ian Flynn. I don't like his writing.
Is the implication true that Black Doom was able to reconstruct himself through the Death Leech larva on the Ark?
Yep.
Okay.
He was
Just very
Chekhov's,
simple.
that was the Chekhov's gun, so to speak.
I want you to keep this in mind when I say Black Doom is a reality warper. I have no idea how this actually works, And mostly this has to be the ability for you to look past it and be like, holy shit, that's cool as fuck. Because when I looked at this, when I realized that Black Doom was a reality warper and it wasn't just manipulating Shadow's memories, I was very, very confused, okay? Because one, you can't manipulate a person's memories into thinking that there's a time anomaly going on, have Maria and Gerald Robotnik come back, physically see the reality warped moon in the sky, and then tell me that that's just his Shadow's mind getting manipulated. Unless you want to say Maria and Gerald are both Black Arms illusions, which is wild to say. There is only one case where you can look at the Black Arms manipulation of reality and maybe come away with the conclusion that Shadow the Hedgehog's memories were just being manipulated, and it was during the Space Colony arc level due to the fact that there was already rails and shit and anti-gravity and all that other cool shit in the level. You can make the case there that he maybe didn't have reality warping powers back then, but he definitely has them from that point forward due to the existence of the Black Moon. But I am getting ahead of myself. Before we get to the Black Moon, we have to talk about... Okay, so what is the Black Comet? The Black Comet is a terraforming stronghold. And what I mean by terraforming is that it sticks its tendrils into the ground in order to secrete fucking chemicals into the planet's surface in order to kill the planet and change it into a more suitable place for the Black Arms. Hybrid Black Arms seem not to be able to actually go into the liquid that is secreting from the Black Comet, as seen in the final chase level. I mean, not final chase level, but like the last level of Shadow the Hedgehog. I think it's called the Last Way. I forgot. But basically, it secretes chemicals in the ground, while on the surface of the planet, it paralyzes the beings of Earth, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. You can call it Mobies for all I care. But it secretes a gas that, combined with the Earth's atmosphere, will fucking destroy the planet as we know it. The Black Arms death leeches will go out and they will eat all the paralyzed subjects. Due to Shadow the Hedgehog blowing up the Black Comet and the events of Shadow Generations, we will never be able to see what the Black Comet actually does to anything unless Shadow the Hedgehog goes off-world, because if Shadow the Hedgehog goes off-world, they would probably just use the Black Arms as a surrogate to make a story happen out of it, obviously. Alright, so now that we've talked about that, we can finally move on to my favorite part.
Shadow! You're our only hope now.
The Black Moon is absolutely the best piece of Sonic lore to come out in the past 10 years. Let me break it down for you. The Black Moon is a time anomaly base, aka it's a time anomaly that is also used as a fortification stronghold for Black Doom. He uses the Black Moon in order to send out his pawns throughout time, as can be seen when the Black Arms are starting to be sent out of portals along with gun mechs, which, by the way, Black Doom has the ability to rewrite or reprogram the gun mechs, which is easy as fuck to do, by the way. I don't know why I think that's like at all rare or like uncool, but like it's not. It makes total sense that someone as smart as Black Doom, who's able to fuck over every single person at every turn, would be able to look at something he's never touched before and immediately say, oh, let's rewrite this. It just makes a lot of sense. But it's a space-time anomaly that gets stronger by fucking using Shadow and drawing energy from him and Black Doom. Basically, whenever Shadow fucking hits Black Doom, that fucking logo that he's getting is the symbol of the Black Arms, which makes the Black Moon stronger. And also, the Black Moon is getting stronger anytime Shadow gets stronger, or Black Doom gets stronger, which, you know, it simultaneously is doing both throughout the entire game. And I'm probably going to put so many clips. It's just going to be a clip show of every cutscene of the Black Arms, because it's just that cool. Now, Black Doom's whole goal throughout this entire game was to speed up the process to invade Earth.
Defeated us, but the BLACKARMS live on. And this temporal anomaly has accelerated my plans to revive my forces and consume the world.
Which the Black Moon obviously is able to do. But his ultimate goal was to take over Shadow before heading out and fucking maybe appearing at the Time Eater's party, or attempting to like destroy the Time Eater, take over the white space, and then take over all of Sonic's defeats, which were technically written into the timeline by Eggman, and then take over the entire space-time continuum through that. It was a brilliant plan if you think about it, although it's convoluted. By the way, it's a convoluted plan that like Black Doom was able to take advantage of, because before that it would have taken him more than like at least more than a year in order for him to even get his forces back up to a point where he can even attempt to invade Earth. And by the way, he had the entire time to make the space colony Ark leave Earth's orbit, and he didn't, which proves that he has a level of tenacity or retardation in order to either one, get completely fucked by Shadow, or completely take over the world. So it's like that amazing. A final point is, okay, so a small point that I forgot to mention in the earlier sections is that if a BLACKARMS, a sentient BLACKARMS hive mind host is destroyed or whatever, that like pretty much everything in the vicinity starts to vanish, whether it be in the space-time continuum in the case of Shadow Generations, or it be all the BLACKARMS on Earth completely disappearing in the case of Shadow the Hedgehog. A BLACKARMS sentient has to be alive in order for any of these things to survive. Now, I'm not sure how the BLACKARMS larva survived after the event of Shadow the Hedgehog, but what we do know is that Black Doom did regrow from that larva. So it might be the case that the larva that Black Doom decides to grow from doesn't dissipate or doesn't disappear.
Agreed. Time to sever this bond between us forever.
Thank you for watching the video, and remember, like, subscribe, comment, do all those other things, and in fact, share the video. Send it out to your Discord, send it out to your homies, and be like, hey, this shit's cool, you know, do all that shit. Anyway, thank you for watching the video. Peace and love, and remember, life is like a prostitute. That shit sucks.
Sleepy, happy, Doc, Grumpy, Bashful, and Tyrone. I never save a black beat, just number in my phone. It's the Mambo King, Xavier Cougat. Call me Mario, nigga, cause I'm wearing my coon hat. Some of my best friends are black. They say I'm fucking racist, 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 racist. Homie, I ain't the one who put your ass on a slave ship, slave ship, slave ship.